have a very special guest with us, and she's none other than the biggest female fitness coach that we have been witnessing in all this while. And what she has done, which none can do, and that is she is asking people, she's motivating people to go and have a good fitness regime, have a good food regime to follow a good nutrition. So I welcome you all with a round of applause. And she is none other than Nidhi Sharma. What she has done so far, none other could do. She is venturing out with her venture, which is Half Life to Health, which intrigued me a lot because I love this name a lot. I don't know why, but this name is quite interesting. Anyone who's looking for health would definitely come and stop by this name. Even if you're just viewing Instagram or YouTube, such kind of names generally catch your eye. So welcome, Nidhi Sharma, to the podcast, and please let us know the reason behind this name.
Thank you, Kriti. Thank you for inviting me. The reason behind this name is that we should dedicate at least half of our life to good health, to better sleep, better exercise, to nutrition, so
Right.
that the half of the day we can ensure that we are productive, we are doing what we want to do, and
Exactly.
see, yeah, that is what will give you the quality of life. So if you dedicate half of your life to health, the rest half is sorted for you to enjoy and to achieve your goals.
Right. Right. So unless you have one thing in common, and that is, health, which is sorted out, and rest other you can still manage. But if your health is going wrong, I believe that, anyone
Right.
whose health is not proper, you get angry, you get irritated, you get easily annoyed, and you get very, it's a kind of a situation where you don't know what to do next, and you've spoiled your entire day that ways because you don't know what next is going to come, and you're like, okay, fine, if, health is not good, so you don't want to take up that meeting, or you don't want to take up that call. So that becomes really, really, for you to run
Uh,
24/7, I believe you should spend half life to health.
right, totally. And if you, I just want to rephrase what you have just said.
Sure, sure.
The health is something like a one in your life, and
Right.
after that one you can add 1 0 by getting good education. You can add 1 0 by working in a good company. You can add 1 0 by having a good partner, and that
Right.
that that is the way you can grow your bank balance. You can have better quality of life. But if this one is not there, it's all zeros.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
just imagine your health is something like a first key anchor in your life, and then build around it.
Yeah. So yeah, this is very interesting thing that you told us, one and then zero zeros. So one is your health, and rest zeros you can keep adding. So that is
Right.
one thing. These days even I have started cycling, though I was not a person who used to cycle, but because of the COVID, you would suggest that we aren't able to swim that properly, or we don't prefer, like, going to swimming. So I've just started with cycling. So while I was purchasing the cycle, someone suggested me, the more gears in the cycle, the better fitness. I mean, it will ensure, a great pressure to be put in. So that is how I started with it now. But yeah, it is difficult to continue every day, especially when you have to come to work. So don't you think that we should dedicate 1 hour slot specifically in a day to, get a good health? Some slot which is dedicated to it.
So I'll touch upon it in different ways.
Right.
First, stay active. So you have to stay active throughout the day. Even if
Right.
you are working, try to stand and work. Try to move around. Try to move your arms. So your body is meant for moving. So you have to move every 30 minutes or so, or maximum like within an hour you should move your body in some way, rotate your arms, rotate your legs. So that is like being active throughout the day. What is exercise? Exercise is the intense pressure on your
Right.
body for a certain amount of time. So we all wear these fancy watches these days, and you
Yeah.
get this heart rate,
Yes,
right?
especially with Apple, it has become so
Right,
easy that you can have your thing. Though, please remember, I'm not promoting anything here. I'm just
right,
saying that
right.
our life is sorted because of Apple devices.
Right. So with that, where your heart beat is somewhere in the range of 120 to 150, that is
Right,
the time when you are exercising,
right,
right? So that time is 3 hours in a week is a good time.
right.
So put your heart, put your body under stress where you are, working on your muscles, working on your cardiovascular system. That, see, 3 hours in a week, so many
Mm-hmm.
hours are there, right? You can always
Right,
divide it 15 minutes, 15 minutes,
right,
half an hour, whatever suits you. But do that intense training, take your heart rate up, lift some weights. That is so there's a difference between active and doing exercises. So
right,
at least 3 hours in a week you should exercise. Your heart rate should go up between 120 to 150. I'm just telling you a ballpark figure. It vary person to person, but a ballpark figure with, and
right.
stay active throughout the way, throughout the day. Ensure you are walking, moving, cycling, biking. Everything will come in staying active. That's not
Yes.
exercise. So we have to differentiate on that
So
front.
I was just reading one very nice book. So I remember that word. They use this word called forest bath. So
Right,
initially, this forest bath concept I really loved. One hour just loiter around in the forest or just walk down, hike, or just walk down so that you also get those natural elements, the natural
right,
air and oxygen which we are devoid of these days. And because of the COVID, we are not also going out. So we're just inside our
right.
homes, so that is one
So,
thing.
so, so that is one thing. That's why outdoor workouts are the preferred workouts, and
Okay.
mornings are preferred because climate is better, temperature is down. You can sink in the nature. You can have good sunlight on your face, on your body, which is required for your overall well-being.
Mm-hmm.
So, do take this 30-minute morning hour, go in a park, do workout. That's the best time to have for yourself, and that time will ensure that you are active throughout the day. You have a better metabolic rate, and you are in a good shape.
Right. So there is one thing. What is that one thing that we should eat before starting a workout, or what is that we should have before workout?
See, again, it depends person to person. If you're doing your workout in the morning, just
Mm-hmm.
drink, hot water, a warm water with lemon into it. It's more than sufficient. Empty
Right.
stomach exercise is something you can easily do because your energy levels are high in the morning.
Right.
But if you're doing it in the evening, you're like super tired after office, and you're like, okay, from where should I get this energy to finish a half an hour
I
or an
know.
hour workout? That time, just take a small fruit, something like this oranges will help, a kiwi will help.
Okay.
Small size of fruit will give you the required amount of energy to finish your workout.
Mm-hmm.
Or probably one or two nuts, two almonds, two walnuts. That should be the size. A small size of a small portion of nuts will help.
Yes. So yeah, these days people are also soaking in lot of nuts and having it early in the
Yes.
morning. So that is one. Also, even I remember black raisins. Someone saying that it's very helpful to have black raisins early in the morning if you can have.
You can really experiment, and again, it's like we all are so unique. Something will work for you, will not work for me.
Work for me,
So
right?
right, so it's so different, but some small quantity will help, but even empty stomach exercises are fine in the morning.
Okay. Okay. So apart from this, can you tell us what is the main significance, like why you should work out every, as you said, at least 3 hours in a week you should work out? So what is the significance? What happens in our body after it? I mean, why do we say that you should work out? And what ages, is it different for anyone who's at the age of 70, or is it the same for someone who's 7 or 70? You should do it. How is it?
Okay. So it's a long answer, and I'll try
Yeah,
to
sure.
answer it as much as possible. So first, we need to understand when we are growing up, we have a better human growth hormone in our body, which is responsible for our overall growth.
Right.
So if you see kids, they have very tight muscles. They don't have wrinkles, or their skin is not loose. Their even arms and thighs, they are tight enough because of
Right.
those hormones. They have good amount of muscles. As soon as you grow, as soon as you are 18, 19, the hormones will start going down. With that hormone start
Okay.
going down and you will stop moving, what will happen? Your muscle mass will start going down.
Okay.
Imagine your muscle mass as a bed. In olden days, we used to have that charpai where jute ka ropes
Ha
will be
ha ha
there,
ha.
which will tie.
Right.
Imagine
Right.
your body like this. Your bones are tied through your muscles, and that's why you have this kind of firm structure.
Right.
So as soon as you are hitting that age of 25, 26, those muscle, those jute ka rope is getting weaker.
Yes. And it
Okay,
sags. It sags gradually after
it's
a
sex.
few
So
years.
I
Yes.
am, because you can't see your body that way, I'm just trying you to imagine that that
Right.
rope, jute ka rope, will getting weaker every day by day. Again, for women, as soon as they will go through pregnancy, the deterioration is still, it's even faster than men. So you
Okay.
will see, ladies, their posture deteriorate after 50. They can't walk straight, and their deterioration is much faster as compared to men because their muscle mass is comparatively high, right? So
Okay.
now your body, your all jute ka, all muscles are getting weaker, and that's why
Yeah.
you start into back pain, neck pain, and all kind of issues. And with
Right.
time, with time, it will dip so fast. After 50 it will just like phew, down. And then people start saying, अरे उम्र के साथ तो ऐसा हो ही जाता है.
I
And
know
that's
this
not
is
that
and
is that
especially the lady speaking अरे उम्र के साथ तो ये होना ही है, especially after you've given birth to a child, it happens.
So, see, you can stop all that. You can work on those muscles. You have to put
Right.
those muscles under training. So, in olden days, we used to work a lot of things. Grain ko uthana hai. We have to keep it somewhere. Our ancestor were quite mobile. They used to move from here to there. A lot of work they were doing. We are not doing any of those things. So, what we
Yeah.
need to do, we need to put that additional amount of time, effort to lift those weights, to put our muscle bones under training so that you can have the required amount of strength when you are during your 60s, 70s. Your human growth hormone is not there anymore. It is not supporting, it is not giving you time to revive your body. So you have to train your body for that movement. So
Right.
these are the few things you need to really understand. It's like a furniture in your house. You are not repairing it. It is going to deteriorate. That is what happened to everyone. And then they will say, "Arey umar ke saath." Nothing umar ke saath. There are people who are so fit because they are dedicating that time. They are taking care of their knees. They are taking care of their back, and they are ensuring it is in a good shape. And
Right.
everyone can do it. And I think slowly the awareness is coming. I feel there, a lot of young girls reach
And
out
you
to me
have a
and
big part to play in that awareness.
so the lot of young girls reach out to me and they said, we are not worried about our weight, we just want to get stronger. And I feel so happy after listening that,
Yes.
okay, it's not about weight, it's not about aesthetic anymore, people want to
But
get stronger.
right, healthy and stronger. Right.
Right.
So, please tell me, when did your journey of fitness started? Because why you started with Half Life 12? How did it all happen after the birth of your child? Was that one
Mm.
of the reason, or when did gave yourself into it?
Okay, so I was always conscious about my weight. I always liked to look slim and smart and that kind. So I was always conscious. I always used to eat clean. My daughter happened. I gained some weight, but I lost that weight very easily because I was going to gym. I was always active.
Okay.
Um, so then I started running because gym was boring. You have to, sir, imagine the
I
outside
I
atmosphere.
I hate
Atmosphere
gym.
Right. Outside atmosphere is so good. It has sunlight, it has better air quality, everything is better outside. You can
Right.
go out and run, right? In place of that, people stand on the treadmill and they try to burn fat. I don't know why, but I personally feel going out and working out in the open environment, especially in the morning hours. So that is like my kind of workout. So I was doing everything. and I'm an architect. I have almost 10
Acha,
years of
okay.
experience in industry, in construction industry. I work with clients like companies like L&T and so on. That time I was enjoying my whole fitness thing, and my whole schedule and everything was pretty fine. But I saw that a lot of my colleagues were suffering from back pain, neck pain. They are going for medication, this and that. And I was thinking that if I can do it, I think they can also do it. They just
Right.
need some guidance. We started our venture in back in 2018 in Hyderabad,
Okay.
where we were sending our trainers to corporate offices so they
Okay.
can conduct some kind of physical activities for
Mm-hmm.
the employees, because a person is starting early morning at 8 o'clock, reaching his house at 9 o'clock, and then there is no time for him to work out. So we came up with this concept where we'll send our trainers, and people who want to work out can work out in that cafeteria, or together in some open space, so that they can utilize the time which is extra in the office. Like
Right.
everyone is not productive for 12 hours,
Yeah,
so we
it
were
is. It
taking
is
that.
a, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
out of that 12 hours, if you can give only 40 minutes to your health, I mean, nothing like it.
yeah, nothing like it. So we came up with this concept. Companies were in for it, employees were in for it. We were
Okay.
sending our trainers, so it was a win-win situation. And again, gyms are pretty expensive. Taking time for gym is expensive. So this was a very economical way of working. We worked with few companies, and then COVID happened. Things changed, and so now we are
Hmm.
totally online, and we are supporting people through online consultation.
Right. So that is also one of the good things. And what I do is when I'll end with the podcast, I in the comment box I'll share your entire things, so that can
Right.
also be done, and we'll do that way. Now I have some specific questions from a few of our listeners, and they wanted to say that how did was it a transition that jumping to a healthy lifestyle, or you can just do it in like आज सोचा और कल से करना शुरू कर दिया ऐसा वाला था.
So, see, there is nothing like healthy lifestyle. So, everyone has their own definition of it. You might be having some definition. I am having my own definition.
Right.
So, it's a journey. Everyone is on a journey. So,
Right.
everyone has decided their goal. This is
Right.
my goal, and my journey will look something like this. And every day I'll take that small step. It's like building a house. Every day I'll go and work out, and I'll put one brick over there, and next day I'll put another brick over there.
Right.
So it's a journey. If you see, people are performing yoga, people are doing
Yes.
running, people are, as you said, you want to do cycling, so people are doing cycling. And there are another, resistant training. You have seen bodybuilders, you have seen different kind of athletes, CrossFit trainers, HIIT. So everyone has defined their own journey of
Right.
how to stay active, how to exercise daily in some form or the other, right?
Right.
With that, they have defined their goals as well. Probably I want to be lean, someone wants to be fit, someone wants to have like Karina Kapoor kind of figure, or
I know.
so everyone
some
have their
some really love to have that kind of a figure, and they feel that it is, and these days, I really like one person a lot, and that is Samira Reddy. I don't know why.
right,
Yeah,
right. Even I'm following her.
yes, and she's being very honest, and she's being very honestly telling people कि देखो ऐसा होता है, but इसका मतलब
Right,
ये नहीं है कि you can't do it, you can't get back to it. It might take time, and she's being very honest on that also. I feel कि
right,
ठीक है
right,
चलो हो रहा है तो it's your body. It will take time, and you will know धीरे धीरे कि what is best for it. It cannot
right,
happen all of a sudden. So there was one thing that I wanted to ask you, Nidhi. अगर आपकी लाइफ में एक्सरसाइज नहीं होता तो क्या होता.
अच्छा. नहीं, मेरी लाइफ में तो मतलब एक्सरसाइज तो इट्स जस्ट अ वे फॉर मी टू अचीव माय गोल्स. इट्स अ
Right.
टूल.
Right.
Your skills are tools, your education is tool, your
Right.
family support is a tool, but your aim is something else, right? So
Right.
the aim is achieve other goals, and fitness is a part of it. Fitness is
Oh,
a part of expression
right.
of what you are capable of doing.
हाँ, मतलब मैं ये पूछना चाह रही थी आपसे कि आपको कोई बोल दे कि 10 दिन नहीं, लेट्स से 1 मंथ एंड यू विल नॉट एक्सरसाइज, तो फिर
दैट इज
क्या
टफ।
होता?
दैट इज टफ, दैट इज टफ। अभी भी एक्चुअली कभी कभार ऐसा वर्क प्रेशर होता है, तो आई वॉज डूइंग माई सेकेंड मास्टर्स, आई वॉज जस्ट फिनिशिंग इट, आई सबमिटेड माई डेजर्टेशन. So,
ओके,
right, so I did it in construction law. So,
ओके, ओ, इज इट
and I did.
कंस्ट्रक्शन लॉ इन यूरोप?
Yeah, no, no, it's construction law in UK. I did it from King's College London. So
ओके,
a week back, I had submitted my dissertation. So the days was really hectic. It was very demanding, and there was
या,
very less time to do some kind of exercise. But अगर 2-3 दिन if I am not moving, then I feel sick. My body will be like, no, I can't, I cannot eat. I am not feeling good. Then I have to prioritize my exercise. I have to take that 30 minute, 40 minute off. I have to sweat, and that's the way life is.
okay. Is it like the entire family does it together, or only you take out your time and then you do it?
So in our house, it's a different thing. I think लोगों के घर में लोग झगड़ा करते हैं कि ये पहले कर लो, ये पहले कर लो. तो for me and Arun, it's always like, you are doing a lot of exercise today. What happened? So we always like कि okay, let's do more. Like we compete with each other
Yeah,
on that
in
front.
those, yeah, and the videos also, it's very cute watching both of you, trying to compete with each other. So yeah, nice
It,
videos you
it,
people
it,
have done.
it's always like that. It's never like कि, okay, why I should do less. It's always like I should do more. Acha, you are doing this, let me also try this. It's always like that. And
Hmm.
with Anya, at times she will jump in. She will
Uh,
start. She'll join in. At times she will like, okay, I don't want to do, and she will do her
Kids
own
have their
stuff.
own schedule and time, so they
Yeah,
enjoy
yeah,
what. Yeah,
right.
at the moment they like to be in the moment, and then like अभी मन किसी और में तो वहाँ चले.
Bilkul. So it's like that
Right.
with her.
Yeah. So, can anyone begin at any age starting to work out, and or is it like कि अब एक एज हो गई है तो हमें थोड़ा सावधानी से शुरू करना चाहिए, like someone who's first time starting and they start doing like 1 hour of rigorous exercise at the age of 50. So do you think it is advisable to begin it that way, or we should under a trainer? I think it will always be better.
So obviously under a trainer. So first thing, anyone can start at any age. Okay.
Okay.
And as I already told you, there is a goal and there is a temple you need to make, or a stair you need to make to reach there. You can always take small steps. In place
Right.
of taking a step like this, take a
Mm-hmm.
smaller step. So
Okay.
everyone, based on their current stamina, current energy level, current issues, issues like
Hmm.
back pain, neck pain, any past injury, all these can be considered, and they can start building those small steps. So the
And
approach should be everyone can do it, but the
right,
right technique and the right guidance is required.
right, right. Guidance is very important, is especially for someone who's doing it for the first time, because
Right,
they might injure themselves doing a rigorous exercises
right,
also.
right,
So that is one thing that was I thought was very important for anyone to think about. Uh,
right.
Nidhi, there is one more question that I want to ask you, and that was like, what is that one nutrition that you would always suggest that even if you are an office goer, you should start and eat this, at least have these five mix of the nutrition in your diet, and if you can't, I mean, किसी भी तरह ये 5 चीजें खा लो या ये 4 चीजें जरूर अपने न्यूट्रिशन में देखना कि you should have it. So, what will
Acha.
be your those top five picks?
Okay, so I'll not tell you the items. Eat
Okay,
whatever you are eating. You are
right.
comfortable with it. It's okay. You have to focus on five things. First,
Mm-hmm.
eat slowly. Okay.
Okay,
Your when you eat, your food should be almost in a liquid state before you put it in. You have to
okay.
chew
So,
it properly.
saliva, yeah, you need to mix
Uh,
it with the saliva and chew it properly.
Chew it properly.
Mm-hmm.
So eat slow, chew it properly. That is the first key. Maintain good timings.
Hmm.
If you are taking breakfast at 8 o'clock, take it 8 o'clock. You can make it always 15 minutes here or there. but it should be within that range. Don't, your body clock is set that way, don't disturb it, it will disturb your whole body system. So if you're taking it at 8 o'clock, lunch at 1 o'clock, whatever your schedule is, stick to it, whatever it may. You are on a vacation, your body doesn't know. Today is a festival, your body doesn't know. You are going out for a dinner, your body doesn't know. If
Right.
you are going out for dinner and you are planning to have a late dinner, your body still wants to eat at 7 or 8 what it is used to. So
Yeah.
always take care of that timings.
So have basically early dinners, or maybe fix your time for early dinners. That
Fix
would be
your time. Yeah,
right.
fix your time and stick to that time wherever, whenever, whatever the situation is.
And do
Uh,
you suggest people, these days people are doing a lot of intermittent fasting. They're like 15 घंटे, फिर धीरे धीरे वो बढ़ाते रहते हैं. अच्छा, they start with 12, then 13, then 14, then 15. I'm like, okay. So do you, would you prefer anyone doing that way?
fast, fasting is a miracle.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
if you have it, your life is sorted. Okay.
Okay.
So
Right.
if you are not doing it, you are missing on a lot of things.
Okay. So,
Okay, fasting, I'll tell you how it will work. It will give time for your body to revive. It will
right.
increase human growth hormones inside your body, so whatever you will eat, better hormones will be produced, so with your energy level you'll get better strength. Okay, your people who are doing intermittent fasting have better mind clarity. They can think better as compared to people who are just eating all the time.
Hmm.
It works on self control. It will provide a discipline in your life. So,
Hmm.
fasting is a miracle. Anyone who is around 40, 35 should start doing it and slowly increase the window and experiment what is working for you, what is fitting into in your schedule, and that will be a key to move
Yeah.
forward.
And you might be knowing that, in India, the Navratris have started. Earlier, what used to happen was we used to fast for really long hours during this duration. And now what we have done is we have forgotten. Now fasting is all about eating, I believe, in India. So they have forgotten, like, ki fasting where you should stay away from the food for a little while. And if you want to have something, better have, natural things like fruits and other
Right.
things. That
So
can
now
be good.
Haldiram has this thali which you can take, and what was that? Bikaner wala was having another thali which you can have. So all these fried food is like totally opposite what it intend to do
Fasting.
for your
Right. So
right.
फास्टिंग का मतलब इंडिया में थोड़ा चेंज हो गया है. बट
नहीं नहीं वो
देर इज सम यंगर जनरेशन हु स्टिल अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट फास्टिंग इज, एंड सम रियली ओल्ड जनरेशन विच आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, कि पहले के एकदम लोग थे ना, उनको बहुत अच्छे से आइडिया, लाइक, आई स्टिल नो सम पीपल जो दे ओनली टेक वाटर during these 9 days ka fast, and they
right
live on water and maybe a little bit of nuts. That's
right
all
right
for them as fasting is concerned.
right
and
right.
and yes, of course, India has a rich history of sages who have done a lot of fasting. So that is one thing.
Now
So
we have redefined the whole fasting concept. That's
yes,
right.
yes, so many things have come in fasting that ki ab to it feels like ki fasting is another vacation for people, like having good food.
Yeah, even fried and oily food, especially fried and oily food. So this is
Yes.
one thing I further want to add on fasting.
Yeah.
Just my personal experience. So
Yeah.
I am as you know, I'm Sharma, so I'm a Brahmin. So I started
Oh, I'm
fasting at a
also
very
Brahmin.
so I was started fasting at a very early age with my
Okay.
parents, and every time it was like a party, as you said. Na, we keep
Huh.
eating this and that is the way it was. When I started doing job and I moved away from my parents,
Uh-huh.
that time there was a lot of pressure. You know, when you are in office, there's a huge pressure on you to deliver something, some meetings, some deliverables,
Right.
and
Uh-huh.
that time I was unable to manage my normal food. You know, you can't pack too much when you are fasting to your office. You are not having your usual meal, which is
Mhm.
like sabzi, roti, and all. And
Right.
I was at you know, during the evening hours, there used to be a severe headache in my.
Uh-huh.
I used to suffer from that, and I know it's just because I'm not eating right. My body is
Right.
not ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Today, I can understand what's the issue. In olden days, when we used to fast, the
Right.
idea was to do prayers, stay
Mm-hmm.
calm, relax, and eat less, So the whole concept was this. It's not like you eat rubbish, you punish yourself by working hard, you are working extended hours, you are not sleeping well, you are under a lot of stress. This way, for corporates, I'm especially talking, if you have a very hectic job, very demanding, you can't manage your
Right.
food, it's better to skip fast because you are not doing any good to your body. God will not be happy if
I
you will
know.
punish your body like this. So
Right.
I just, as Navratri started, I also started thinking what mistake I used to do before, and that was like not good for my body.
Yes, of course. We used to, that time, we used to think, okay, but when you're working, I think your body needs thing. Or उस
Right,
समय if you don't have na, even I have suffered with this very bad headaches. If you don't eat the entire day, definitely you're going to have a headache too, in the
right,
evening, because the normal chemicals which are, released in our body, वो तो उसी तरह से work कर रहे हैं. They don't know that,
yeah,
you are putting yourself at a tougher situation by not eating anything.
right,
Right. So, can you just in one line or maybe in few words sum up what is the significance of workout and a proper nutrition for anyone in their life? So, I think that
right.
one and zeros wala.
Right, right. So
Right.
we can close it with that. I think the aim of my life is to achieve more and to enjoy, to have better quality of life.
Right.
So that is what the key aim. When I say better quality, I don't want to get into any kind of medications. I don't want to use
Right.
any kind
Of
of
course.
supplements, any kind of
Right.
support. I really want to live healthy, probably 100 years like this,
Right.
talking to you or enjoy. So to achieve that, everything else is required. Good
Right.
health, good nutrition, better sleep, and this is
I
what
know.
I am working on.
Better sleep is one thing people don't get these days, and you won't believe I am a person who sleeps by 10, maximum by 10. And if I somebody disturbs me during that time, then after 12 I don't get sleep. So of
Right.
course, you there is a fixed timing that your body wants, and you have to go
Right.
back to sleep and go back to bed
Right.
during this hour. So better sleep will definitely make you a better thing, especially on health, I believe, because wo sara whatever you have done with your body throughout the day, it needs rest.
Right, right. It's your
Right.
recovery time. You should get
Yes.
it right.
I know people these days think they need 4 hours of sleep is enough, more than
Oh
enough.
my.
Yeah, there are some people, and especially youngsters, if you see in their college life, they're like 4 hours is good enough, and rest of the
Mm.
time it's all Netflix and watching series. तो
Uh,
वो तो that is one of the worst thing that today's generation is doing to themselves, I believe. So yeah, a
right,
morning, getting up early in the morning, going for a walk, or maybe exercising, giving time to your body for the entire prepping your body for the entire day is also one of the most important things.
right.
And if there's any kind of schedule that you follow, that you would suggest anyone to, that is how you should go about following this schedule, so that it works for you, so it might work for some of them. So is there any schedule that you would suggest them ki ye, this is how you should do it?
I start my day early morning around 6 o'clock or so. I start with some kind of stretches, followed by meditation, and then I start my work by 9. I work
Right.
till 5 to 6. We change our dress, and then we do some kind of outdoor activities or indoor activities. We work out probably half an hour together, or we'll go out for a run, and
Okay.
then it's normally a bath time, coming back, doing some other work. By 10:30 we'll sleep. So it's pretty sustainable for us there. And again, exceptions are always there. As I said, during my master's there was a lot of work, but again, exceptions can be fit for 80% or sorry 20% of time. If 80% of time you are sticking to a manageably nice schedule, that 20% I totally understand. Life is not perfect, not for me, not for you, not for anyone else.
Right.
So
You
if
can
you are
adjust at least 80%.
right, if 80% of time you are sorted, 20% don't care about it. But if you are telling me daily that you have like, oh, I'll have lot of work to do, every day I have to stretch, then probably you are looking for a very short term approach
I
in
know.
your life. because you will get into issues, back issues, these issues, and then you will be just going out to doctors for this checkup, that checkup. Try to identify where I should fix, from where should I start, which medicine I should take.
Right.
So you will further complicate your life. There is no other way. Having a better schedule is the only way you can sustain and you can stay productive. So when you are working for 8 hours, ensure you are giving your best. You are not taking big breaks. You are focused. Your energy is at the right place to create good things rather than worrying about back pain, neck pain, or spending your time here and there.
One thing is for sure, that, unless you take that kind of an approach, matlab you don't plan that you want to live like this, it will never happen suddenly. So you will have to plan it one day that, yes, this is how I want my life to go. You need to introspect and plan it. This is how I want it to go, and then start gradually with each one of those steps, as you said, in a pyramid. You take step by step things. So it was one of the most interesting chat that I've ever had, Nidhi. And you know what? I learned a lot in this process, that you have to take things as it comes, and it has to be a gradual thing. Now, there was one interesting thing that, one part which was like quite left. So, what is your idea about having processed foods?
I don't have idea. Processed food, it should be in the dustbin. There's no idea, no thought, nothing.
Same
I don't
here.
have.
I too believe in the same concept, like, having the minimalistic processed foods, and whatever you can make at home fresh, from the farm, or maybe fresh from whatever you cook it, and the way you cook it, and having it as fresh as possible. I think that will also add on to it. Ki, how, when you make it, even in Ayurveda it is said that you need to consume whatever you made within 6 hours, right? So consuming it during that time, making fresh things. And of course, I did not ask you any recipes, but if you
So
want to
I'll
know.
tell you I'll tell you one thing on this front. See, if you have a cook or a maid, you can make it and you can consume as fast as you can, and that's the best way. As you say in Ayurveda, they also suggest to have the right, just
Uh,
freshly cooked items. But many a times it's not possible, and we
right.
should not run behind it. So
Mm-hmm.
you are a professional. You are, leaving your house at 8 o'clock in the morning. You are having your lunch at 1. You might be having it, a late time snack at 4 or 5. It's totally fine. Freeze it. In olden days, there
Right.
was no freezer, there was no refrigerator.
Right.
Use these. Now we have more equipments. Ayurveda was
Right.
not written when all these equipments or facilities were available.
Right.
So, based on the latest research, if you prepare something, freeze it, their nutrients are intact. Okay,
Right. Right.
and you can always freeze, you can always cook more and you can consume it for 1 or 2 days. It is totally
Mm-hmm.
safe. I'm just saying it is obviously the best is cooked, and you are
Eat.
having it right away,
But sometimes you don't get that time. The
right?
time, you're
So
running out of time.
don't just dial Swiggy or Zomato and let's order something. Plan your meals ahead, cook
In
it
Berlin,
well.
do we have Uber? I think, na? We have Uber Eats. No.
Uber, no. So we have a local, a lot of options here, but that's not our lifestyle. We never did it. We always prefer like a cooker per you make rice, dusre per dal, and it takes just 5 minutes. We always have masala ready at our house. It's always
Right.
freezed. We take that masala out, we'll put it. So even on the very, very, very tough days, we prefer to cook rather than ordering it from outside.
Right. Right. So that was a wonderful session with you, Nidhi. I totally enjoyed it. Yes, what is this wheel behind you? I was quite intrigued, and this
You
looks so
know, I'm an
pretty.
architect, right? So I keep doing all these things.
Okay. Achha, what is one of your goal? Is it like, you said you were doing construction law also as well. So is it, to be on that side as well?
I want to get into education. I want to develop programs so I can help architects, contractors, professionals to understand the law side of it, the contract side of it, and how
Right.
our English legal system works, how the international companies work. So people are more aware to make right kind of contracts, right kind
Oh.
of commitments towards each other. But yeah, that is, as of now, it's on a, uh, back shelf. I am currently focused on establishing health, and I am dedicated to it for at least some time now, till the time it
Right.
is on a good place where it can run on its own.
I wish you all the best and success for this venture
Right,
of yours. I mean, and of course, we need to keep learning also. So,
right.
doing two, three things and learning together is also, what stays you, what makes you is what you're doing right now, and it stays with you forever. So, if you keep on learning and growing, that is one of best part about it. So I'm also very bad at IT. You might have realized by now, but now I'm still learning, and doing
Right.
things. So yeah, one of the key aspect of life is to keep learning new things, I believe.
Totally, totally.
With this, with a very warm heart, and I would ask you a hard heart rather, that we have to leave with the session,
Right.
and wish you all the best for your career ahead, and wish all the best for Half Life to Health. I would love to see more of such things. And yes, of course, one of the very interesting things, if you people want to do, is to follow Nidhi on that. She's doing a great job, and I think Nidhi and Arun both, they serve as a very cute couple who would always suggest and who would always motivate you to, do a lot of fitness things and exercises. Because these days, people, what do they do is, they come from office, they open the Netflix and have popcorn. This is all what they have been doing in the COVID times. So yeah, it's better to give some time to your health. Thank you,
Great.
Nidhi. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling me here. It was a nice time with you, Kriti.
Yeah, and we'll stay in touch. And
Sure.
yes, if any ways we can, be of, I can be of any help to you, let me know. And all the best for your career in Half Life to Health, your new business venture. And keep working hard, and keep telling people that fitness is also important, because one and
Yeah,
zeros, as you said.
right, right. Surely. Thanks. It was nice talking to you. Have a nice
Same
day.
here. Take care. Bye.